sounds extremely odd, but extremely California.
Hello everybody, Prince and Barry here, and we're back at Hollywood Studios, our home park.
It is our home park.
Because the menus have updated.
Yes, we are back at Fairfax Fare, home of the neon green relish, to try a waffle bowl.
Plant-based.
Just interesting.
You can see the excitement all over her face. Well, let's go see what wonderful dish we have for the princess today.
Be sure to subscribe. And
Her
happy holiday. Not a lot of drink options at Fairfax Fare, but I did get a Bold City. They did have the big wave, which I feel like we've had quite a bit recently. Oh, very rich. Almost tastes like a dunkel, which I'm not mad at. It's just got like this nice, like deep flavoring to it. It's really good, like maybe like a coffee or a chocolate note. I will give it a 4.5 out of 5 yeasties. I think it's a pretty good beer. For a dark beer, you gotta sip it slowly.
Fairfax Fare continues to be one of the most confusing stands here in Hollywood Studios because it's on the Hollywood Boulevard. So it's supposed to be like a slice of California in Florida and Hollywood Studios, but with Florida beers. It's an odd one. Duke's Cold Nose is actually one that's based out of Jacksonville, Florida, which is north of here. It's where we used to live, actually. And I love this beer. I don't get it enough, honestly. Nice deep flavor. It's like a more flavorful Yingling to me. A little bit smoother. Very drinkable, no matter the season. 3.5 out of 5 plus. This is an interesting turn of events. They're going to give you a hot cocoa flight at Fairfax Fare. Now, what always gets me with these specialty flights at quick service stands is that they give you the option for the flight, but they don't have any option on the menu to just order one of these individually. What if I want a full-size hot cocoa with just one of these alcohols in it? Yeah, I get to try all three, but what if I don't want to mix vodka, bourbon, and Bailey's? That's an odd mix for a lot of tummies, even mine. Now they gave us a card, up and down. We're guessing that this means left to right. In the case of where you guys are viewing, it'd be your left to right. So, being the lightest color, we're gonna go ahead and guess this is the Bailey's. Nice dollop of whipped cream in here. And that did look a little bit prettier when we first got it, but you know we had to take our pictures in our video for you guys, so let's hope it still looks tasty. Actually not bad. It's definitely Bailey's. Bailey's by itself, it's so weak though. It's like slightly spiked milk. Not always in a good way. It's 2.5 out of 5 plus. I don't usually like whipped cream on my hot chocolate either. I'm not one of those people. Just straight hot chocolate, maybe some marshmallows. I'm never gonna turn on a whiskey. Which makes the second one make sense because we're gonna go ahead and guess that this is the Red Stag, which is a cherry bourbon. I can't smell it through the whipped cream. Yep, that is definitely the Red Stag. It's nice. It's like a chocolate cherry bonbon with the whipped cream on top. Even though I'm not a fan of cherries, that's actually got a fairly nice hit to it. A nice balance of the hot chocolate and the bourbon. That one's 4.5 out of 5 plus. If I was going to order one so far, it would definitely just be a full-size one of these. Last we have hot chocolate with vodka. Rather than pick anything to mix with hot chocolate, vodka would be pretty low on the list. Probably higher than tequila, but definitely lower than rum. It actually blends rather well. I could even taste the Stoli. Goes down well. Oh, there it is. Slight hint of vodka aftertaste. That was not bad. It's very mild as far as the flavors go compared to the other three, but I'd like it better than the Bailey's. I give it 3 out of 5 claws. the red Stag, it's definitely my favorite. I just want like, what do they call the biggest size at Starbucks? Venti? Grande?
Venti.
Venti. Is that Italian for large? Oh, yeah. Either way, a Venti size is one of these. It's like 3 shots of lemon. Overall, I'm giving the whole thing a 3.5 out of 5 plus. It's adventurous. I like it. Maybe a bigger tray.
So here we have a beautiful soba cold salad in a waffle cup. A waffle cup. Now, is this supposed to be like the vegan version of the walking taco, but like a cup? I'm not sure. I also feel like this is the ultimate play with your food. There's like edamame and stuff in here, but I'm just so afraid. Like, how does it even maintain the structure, integrity of the structure of the bowl when it's like there's wet stuff in here, like dressing? Okay. Ooh. Now that's actually really tasty. You can really taste like the soy ginger dressing that's on here. It's very pungent, it's very strong. It takes over everything. The veggies, missing. I'm struggling here. I just ate a piece of celery. Interesting choice. This is a salad that I'm not mad about, and I could actually see myself coming here and getting it. If I had to choose between Fairfax Fare and Backlot Express, I'm gonna pick Fairfax Fare now instead of Backlot Express. They're both small plates, but this one's way more tasty. So 4.5 soba noodles out of 5 soba noodles. The only thing I think that would make it better is maybe a little bit of tofu or some tempeh or just a nice little extra something. Maybe tempeh.
This is a very interesting combination. When the princess told me that they had chicken and waffle bowls at Fairfax Fare, I was a bit confused because waffle bowl is not what I'm expecting to hear when we say chicken and waffles in the same sentence. And then here's the plant-based version, which is the plant-based chicken, but it's soba noodles in a waffle bowl. It sounds extremely odd, but extremely California. Let's go ahead and dive in. It's giving me like a New Year's soba sort of vibes. All the colors, the greens, the reds, the seeds in here. Let's hope that this soba brings good luck and good fortune. Very zesty. With the peppers, carrots, edamame. There's a little bit of onion in there. The sauce has a little tang to it. It's actually quite good. Now, this is a cold noodle bowl. Don't come here expecting it to be hot. Now, the non-vegan versions are hot bowls. Plant-based version is cold soba noodles. Now, don't be afraid. Cold soba is actually pretty good. We've had it before a couple times at different events around the parks. This is pretty good. I think it's the price. It's like $13, $14 a bowl almost. Serving size, but it's a good snack. I do this for lunch, easily. 4 out of 5 plus. Now this is the bowl I believe that most people will get because chicken is such a popular product. Fits most palates. Now it's chicken nuggies, buffaloed, on top of mashed potatoes in a waffle bowl. Now, waffle bowl aside, with slaw, obviously, and green onions, sprinkled on top. Now, waffle bowl aside, it's basically like a KFC mashed potato bowl, but in a waffle cup. I wonder if I'm going to eat this bowl afterwards, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and just dig in here. We have a generous helping of slaw. It looks like it's messy. It's definitely going to be messy for somebody. Trying to stab it, and everything's just falling out. This is not working out well. There we go. They're big nuggies. ahead and scoop some of the mashed potatoes. I'd rather use a finger here. That's a massive nugget. Look at that. I expect you to dig that out of there. There's a ton of mashed potatoes in the bottom. It's mostly mashed potatoes. It's like 2/3 mashed potatoes, 1 part chicken. Very thick breading on that chicken. I'd say it's about 30% breading. Now the buffalo sauce is a hair over mild. It tingles a bit, but I wouldn't really call it spicy. I get maybe a 2 out of 10 on the spice scale. A very punchy buffalo though, which mashed potatoes kind of helps balance out the heat. It honestly doesn't taste bad. It's not, the nuggets aren't gonna wow you. They're not gourmet chef nuggets, nor would I expect them to be, but they do as advertised. I'm still kind of questioning the point of the Waffle Bowl, but as it is, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 claws. It's better than those weird hot dogs I had before. Even before eating it, this is my prediction for the best bowl, which is a Korean barbecue pork belly. They also have a barbecue beef. I'm not a steak fan or a cow fan, so obviously I avoided that and went with the Korean pork belly. One thing I learned from other ones, I wish they would cut these bigger veggies like the peppers and everything a little bit smaller. They just make it even harder to pick this stuff up. Pork belly is very near and dear to my heart, so if they mess this up, they could end up on the list with ABC commentary very, very easily. So I can get some mash, skewer pork belly. Easier to skewer than the chicken nuggets, that's for sure. It's a little bit fatty. I'm not disgustingly so. Not like the disgusting pork I had on Castaway Cat. See that video. But it definitely got some flavor. The flavor is a bit more mild than I would expect from Korean barbecue. But it meshes with the bowl. The sort of like, the slaw is different than it is on the Buffalo Bowl. It's like a Korean slaw on top of the Korean barbecue pork belly, which works pretty well for it. I do actually like this one better. Give it 4 out of 5 claws. I know, huge surprise to nobody. I think these are a very interesting add to Fairfax Fare and basically Hollywood Boulevard in general. It's a step up. I'll give them that, step up. So I figured out what you do with this waffle bowl. You basically treat it like you do a taco salad. Come here to the edges, you just break that in there, and then just scoop up some of the waffle cone with your food. So you get a little bit of waffle bits in there. I thought it would be weird, but it's just like a plain waffle crisp, not like seasoned or maple or anything like that. It actually goes quite well in the food. I'm keeping my rating, but now I see the point of the waffle. It makes sense now. I'm telling you, as you get to the bottom of this, you need a knife. A kniff, if you will. It is extremely messy and hard to eat with just one of these plastic doohickeys right here. Maybe a spork. Like a serrated edge, maybe.
I was one of those weird kids growing up where if I got ice cream in a waffle cone, I always ate all of the ice cream out of the waffle cone and then ate the cone by itself. Kind of like another version of not liking your food to touch, but it's like been seasoned by it, so I don't know. To all of those people that are weird and quirky like me, cheers. It tastes like a vanilla waffle cup. I would very much like some sorbet in this. Or like a little vegan hot fudge sundae, that would be amazing. You know, I don't get how it fits with soba, but I'm gonna eat it, especially since there's nothing in it.
Fairfax Fare, you now join the Hollywood Halls of me not being embarrassed of you.
Small portions, but delicious portions. I'm a lot more full than I expected to be. Here for it. but not 100%. Like maybe partially here for it.
If you get hungry, I would say that you don't have to be desperate to go there.
I would say bring chopsticks if you're gonna eat it, the vegan one.
Yeah, it's definitely a sizable meal. I feel like they were trying to fill me up with mashed potatoes on my side.
His
It was
had, like,
mostly mashed
so
potatoes.
much mashed potatoes.
It's like 4 nuggets of mashed potatoes and then like 3 pieces of pork belly and then
Mashed
a
potatoes.
bunch of mashed potatoes. I'm just filled with potato right now. Instead of
He's
waffle
a
cup like I
potato.
expected to. I am a potato. But I want to know what, after you guys seen, would you stop at Fairfax Fare now? Do you think the pork sizes are worth it? Or this is even something you want to try? Let us know in the comments below.
Woody's Lunchbox.
Woody's Lunchbox is still king. If there's anything else you'd like to see us do at Hollywood Studios or the regions beyond, like our friends the Foolish Mortgage would say, by all means, the comments is always going to be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe. And if you don't comment, Bear might just turn into a Wookiee and leave in a Millennium Falcon. And then we're all going to be alone. You don't want just me. I'm not that cool.
You heard the girl.